Coming to you from Nashville, Tennessee, you are watching Kings of Country Rap. I'm Richard Davis. Please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell so you get all of the latest breaking news and updates on your favorite Kings of Country Rap.
Warning, you are entering a redneck area. You may encounter American flags, armed citizens, the Lord's Prayer, Leonard Skinner, and country music. Enter at your own risk. Please subscribe, like, and share.
Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell for all the latest updates and news. Coming to you from Music City, Nashville, Tennessee.
Join us every Saturday night, now broadcasting live from our affiliates in the following cities: Nashville, Los Angeles, Atlanta, Dallas, Charleston, Pensacola, Panama City, St. Louis, and Jacksonville. Upchurch Street Team Radio is a Richard Danis production. Please subscribe, like, and share.
Well, hello everybody, how you doing? Welcome to the show, coming to you live tonight from 3 different cities. Pookie D, how you doing over there? Hold on a second here, I'm sorry, I got too much volume on this baby. All right, there you are. Pookie, how you doing?
I'm doing good, how are you?
Good, fantastic. And Jennifer from Nashville, hello?
Doing great.
Doing great? That's it?
Doing awesome.
Okay. So we've got an interesting show tonight. We got a bunch of stuff we're going to talk about, actually. We are live right now. And then some of you guys later on can obviously take a listen to this later on. And so, what's going on in everybody's lives? Anything good? Nothing? Really?
Not really.
No? Okay, let me get on those mics. You got to stay up on those mics, please. Okay, let's see here. So the first thing we're going to talk about tonight is, I think that you were going to ask me something there.
I actually had a question. Wanted to know, why are we promoting Ryan Upchurch so much?
Oh, well, lots of different reasons, actually. Let me first make this real clear to everybody. I wanted to make sure that everybody knew about this. Ryan Upchurch is not involved in our channel at all whatsoever. We don't work for Ryan. Ryan doesn't pay us. We don't draw a check from Ryan. We are just basically like everybody else. That follows Ryan and what have you. So, and also, I'm actually kind of sick of the crap that is going on in the music industry.
Such as?
Them shelving artists and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
And he's an independent artist, and I've always promoted independent artists, and Nashville. The music scene, just like here in Los Angeles, it's a big monopoly kind of scam in a way.
Well, yeah, I mean, and as many of you out there know, on YouTube there are so many artists out there that are really quite good, but you don't hear them on the radio.
There's tons of artists out there that are fantastic, and nobody. It's like you can go through YouTube. And pull up guys that have millions and millions of views. How come people don't know who they are or hear of them?
I guess just because they're not promoted nationwide on the airwaves, on the radio stations.
They're not on the radio stations.
You have to know, where to go on YouTube.
Yeah, that's because the music industry wants to control everything and put a cap on everything. So we promote Ryan Upchurch. I'm a promoter. That's what I do. And I like to promote people that I believe in. I like to promote people that are talented, that are very skillful. And Ryan Upchurch is, one of those people. So, of course, I'd like to promote him and push him. The more that somebody hears his name, the more that you see his face, this goes for any artist at all whatsoever. The more you hear his name, the more you see their face, the more you hear their music, of course, the better known he's going to be.
Of course.
To more people. And but anyway, I wanted to promote Ryan, but I wanted to make sure that was clear because he had mentioned something on a video that he did the other day. He said that I don't know. I've never met Ryan in person.
No.
I had a chance the other day to speak with, chat with somebody in his camp the other day, and got some good people behind him and what have you, and it's fantastic. But we want to, push, and I'm kind of ticked off at the music scene. It doesn't matter whether it's in Nashville or if it's in Los Angeles or where the hell, Chicago, Atlanta, New York. It doesn't matter. They try to put a cap on you and shelf you and stop you from becoming big.
Because they want the money.
Well, of course.
Money is what powers everything.
It all comes down to money, right?
I don't know. Y'all keep talking about the radio. I can't tell you the last time I listened to the radio.
See, that's another thing. If you turn on the radio, what? Every time I turn on the radio, you know what I hear?
People talking about things I don't care about.
A friggin' commercial.
Right.
Cars and, stuff like that. Yeah. Today, Mark Wahlberg is selling. Did you know what Mark Wahlberg owns a Chevrolet dealership?
I didn't
Does
know
he
that.
really?
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg, Chevrolet. And, you turn on the radio in California and Los Angeles area and stuff like that. And that's who, Mark Wahlberg, Chevrolet. Come on, where's the music at?
Wow.
And then when they play the music, it's the same old crap over and over and over again, right?
Well, I drive a lot, and so I do listen to the radio. But that's one thing I notice is that I hear the same songs over and over again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
you get tired of it.
After a while, yeah, it just gets kind of old.
It's kind of like our live feed.
I don't know. I hit the tune button and it's talking, and I hit the tune button and it's talking.
You had a question right there also, I believe?
I do. Mm-hmm. I want to know why we go live so much.
Because I'd rather be alive than dead. No.
No, I mean on YouTube.
Oh, I see, yes. Because, again, I'm a promoter. And the best way to promote somebody is have them in your face over and over. They say a commercial, for an example. You have to listen to certain things 3 times at least to even start to think about possibly maybe listening to it and paying any attention to it. And so when I go live, we go live for hours. I mean, we've gone live for 10 hours playing one thing over and over and over again. But it's like a radio station. If you wanted to hear a particular song and you went and you turned on the radio, do you think that you'd hear it? No, that's what request lines are for, and that's bullcrap. That doesn't work anymore either. You don't give requests. You don't give requests anymore. It's not like back in the 50s and the 60s. Yeah, call us and tell us what you think of this band.
Caller number 5.
Right, bullcrap. It's just not that way. But it's just like that, So when somebody comes on YouTube, they're not constantly listening to our live feed. They come across the live feed. They hit on it, and then they hear what they want to hear, and then they realize that we're playing it over and over and over again, and they go, oh, shit, man, that's repeating. Yes, it is repeating.
It's like the annoying cat jingle.
Yeah. What's that?
I was being silly because over and over and over, that's what usually gets stuck in my head.
Oh, yeah.
Is the annoying cat jingle.
Right, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
See, so, you got to hear things constantly, and also, like I said, you don't just turn it on and hear what you want to hear. Well, this way, guess what happens? What we do make happen.
You hear what we want you to hear.
You hear what we want you to hear. That's all there is to it. And when you get tired of listening to it, then you go away. You want to know something funny, though? I have... I've watched the live stats before while we're live. And there'll be like this thing playing over and over and over and over again, right? And there's 4 people sitting there, and it comes and goes. People come and go. It gets 200, 300, 400 views throughout that time that it's live and what have you. Even more. Some of them even more. We had 2,000 views on one of them one day, just recently. But what are these 4 people doing? Listening to this thing over and over. Did they fall asleep or something on the couch while it was playing? And it's just playing over and over and over again. And there's still 4 people, and and then also when you're viewing the show live, for an example, right now. It shows a few people maybe here and there, whatever it is. It'll say 4 or 10 or 15 or 18. And then that's not the true numbers, though. Once you get out of the live feed and end the stream, it shows how many people actually really did watch it, and it's very, very surprising of how many people watch it. And you can sit there. I don't know why YouTube does this. It just doesn't catch up or something, doesn't keep up with the count or whatever, or it doesn't calculate the count right then and there. So anyway, a lot more people end up watching it than it even shows.
You hear that, folks? You're not watching alone. Just YouTube ain't counting.
Yeah, well, they are. It's just that it takes time. And, it's like our real-time count. It takes a little while to catch up and everything, especially after a live feed. It takes a little while. Matter of fact, it takes a few minutes to even upload to YouTube fully, completely, and then it's there. Now, so there's my answer to why we go live for so long, so much, and we're trying to get the word out there that there's a talented guy in Nashville, Tennessee, that's not being treated properly or right from the mainstream, radio. Now, mainstream radio just failed recently to make its next successful Ryan Upchurch. That's what Dylan Talks says on his show. And this will explain a little bit of why we're pushing Ryan so much. But I do want to thank everybody for their support, watching the show, subscribing to the channel, watching the videos and what have you. We're just like anybody else. I'll speak for myself at least. I not only like to promote Ryan, but I like to watch him and listen to him. Don't you?
Oh, I laugh for hours.
Oh, yeah,
on
he's really funny.
See?
Entertaining.
Yeah.
Never know what to expect.
Yeah, and sometimes you can't even play his videos on the air or anything like that because you never know what's going to come out next.
Right. He doesn't have a censor.
Yeah, he does not have a filter at all whatsoever. And then, that's okay. It's good. So anyway, let's listen to this guy, what he has to say about what we're talking about right here on the show. Hold on here a second. Let me hit this for you.
What is going on, Dylan Talks Nation? It is your boy Dylan Talks. So there are these washed up artists that have been coming around lately in the country hip hop scene. I don't know if y'all remember that one hit wonder Jingy, but they're using him now, and it's just an embarrassment. I mean, especially the way they represent the South nowadays in these music videos, always having cowboy hats on but with the city look. Like, come on, man. This is like culture appropriation. I know hip hop has a lot of culture vultures, but country does too. I feel like the mainstream just wants to destroy every single part of the society and music. And
now, do you hear that? That he says the same thing. It's like mainstream wants to destroy all of this fun that's going on YouTube.
Well, because they're not getting a cut.
Yeah, they're not getting their cut. That's what it is. Do you remember the song MTV Killed the Radio Star? Was it? Or no, was it? Yeah, was it MTV Killed the Radio Star?
If I say yes, does that date me?
Yeah.
I say no because I really don't know.
I remember.
My MTV killed the radio star or something like that. Well, now guess what? YouTube has killed the radio stations. Because why go and try to listen to the radio stations when all you're going to hear is commercials half of the time? I mean, it frustrates the hell out of me going through the...
Oh, me too.
The station,
no, I agree.
hitting the commercial.
Switch to another station.
News at the top of the hour.
Oh, it's my favorite when I swap stations and it's the same commercial.
Oh, yeah. So, why do that when you can go to YouTube and listen to whatever you want anytime you want? You can get on the internet and listen to what you want when you want, right?
And choose, yeah.
And choose what you want. Have your own playlist and all that stuff, too. Okay, so let's listen a little bit more here to what Dylan is saying.
Care about anything but themselves. They don't even know the slang. Instead, they made a song titled "Hold Down, Go Left, Go Right, Kick Your Foot in the Air and Wave It Like You Don't Care." And
okay, have you guys heard that song, Go Left, Go Right, Kick Your Foot in the Air and whatever have you, that Nashville has put out?
I don't think so.
Yeah, they're trying to now. Now they're trying to tap in. Now that they see the power behind all of this, and the popularity behind all of this, they're now trying to tap into the country hip hop vein a lot, and so they put out this funky ass video, and it's funny. It's actually silly.
Is it like the old school to the left, to the left?
That's what it is. To the left, to the left, to the right, to the right.
Left, 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 right, left.
Yeah, not that kind. But all right, so here they attempt to. Now I understand though that this video has this song has had over 1 million plays or something like that. Well, keep going and you might catch up to Ryan someday.
So did I hear right that they're using the one-hit wonder Chingy to try to capture?
That's who does this song. That's him.
Okay, this will date me. One song right there, and it wasn't even a good song.
Oh yeah, and it's just, oh my gosh. I don't know what to say about it. Of course, it has a hook to it, and of course, it's going to appeal to certain people. But they're turning this thing into a Barnum and Bailey circus kind of hip hop commercialized crap. That's just my opinion. All right, let me play this one.
About their agenda, because they could have highlighted Jelly Roll Struggle, Demon Jones, Adam Calhoun, Ryan Upchurch, but they want to give credit to these hired corporate robots that don't know anything about country rap whatsoever. But if your career didn't work out the first time, why are you going to jump in somebody else's career to help you shine? The only person who was really successful was Luke Combs. But at the same time, Ryan invited them out to film a music video, Rolling Stone. It became a massive hit, had over 100 million views, and then immediately they wanted him to take it down after it did so well. It's crazy, man. Nashville is dirty.
Nashville is dirty, he says. What do you think's so dirty about them, actually?
Well, I think the money and the control that they're trying to control who what we listen to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if a person hasn't what you say paid their dues, then they're not allowed in the scene.
Mm-hmm. I know of an artist that I had mentioned a long time ago. There was an artist, a really great artist in Nashville, Tennessee. And he had some great songs. He had good producers, really good tracks and all that stuff. And a pretty well-known producer produced him. And the record labels basically shelved him. They signed him to an artist development deal, and they shelved him.
Stay away from the artist development deals.
Oh, yeah, right. See, and Ryan Upchurch does not need an artist development deal at all whatsoever.
That reminds me, how is it possible he's number 5, but he's not on the radio?
Uh-huh. See?
I don't get it. It's
because they're trying to force him to play the game. What they don't understand is the friggin' game's over with. On radio, they're sinking. They're like blobbling, bobbling, trying to get a breath.
Oh, it's the SpongeBob butt cramp.
Yeah. And they're trying so hard to save the industry, but you know what? They're not going to be able to. They can't. I mean, look at how many people you hear on a radio. There's only 24 hours in a day. Then you've got your sponsors, commercials. It's all being, that bought up and what have you. So that leaves how much time for an artist to be played on the radio? Those artists are played on the radio, and then you can't get them heard enough unless you play them over and over again, kind of the concept that we use with our live feeds. And then what ends up happening is you only get to hear from maybe 30 or 40 actual different artists that day, and they're the same damn artists all the dang time, over and over and over again. But there are I'll put it out here. I know about this deal that goes down in the music business. If you're willing to pay, Pookie D commented here. Pookie D, hi everyone. I hope you're listening and enjoying the show.
Make fun.
Okay, but anyway, if you're willing to pay $1 million a year, you can get on the radio.
Now, how does that make sense? I thought it was like a job. Aren't they supposed to pay you $1 million to be on the radio?
Oh yeah, everything's reversed nowadays.
I don't get it.
Oh yeah, it's here's another thing. You can also get on tour. I know of a guy that was sitting with another big country music star. And I told you about this earlier. And they were sitting in a Walmart parking lot after a concert one night, and they ended up parking their buses right next to each other, right out here in California, in Orange County, actually. And they were hanging out together on the other tour bus. And I'm not going to say this guy's name because it's just I don't want to say it. But the guy says, "Oh yeah, I'll take you on tour with me for $40,000." What?
Wait a minute. That sounds backwards.
It is backwards. You're supposed to pay somebody to do something. You don't make them pay you so that they can do it for you and make you money.
Well, it's like
don't they say that's a scam?
Well, there's a lot of clubs in LA where you pay to perform.
Oh, I know. Oh, yeah. People may not realize that here in Los Angeles, there are all of the big clubs, Grizzari's, the Troubadour, Madame Wong's, Madame Wong West, all of these big friggin' clubs that out here in Sunset Boulevard. You have to pay to play in their club. You gotta be kidding me.
Where are you supposed to make the money?
You don't?
Well, of course, they tell you from merchandise sales.
Yeah, you can sell your merchandise.
And they wonder why there's people that have contracts that are mowing yards and running their own side businesses.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's pretty sad too, huh? About the artist that's here in Nashville, that she should be on a world tour right now. And because of the virus, had to be shut down. She's now mowing lawns in Franklin, Tennessee, where all the stars live. For the stars. And she's a star herself. But proper planning, proper management, proper strategic moves, and all that stuff all come into play, that's for sure. All right, let's get back a little bit here to what Dylan is saying about Nashville and the music industry.
Sneaky. Their sales have plummeted to the ground for the past 5 years. This whole entire copying shit that they're doing with every single genre, including hip-hop, which was the #1 genre of 2016. Now it's slowly declining. We're gonna get to a point that mainstream kills.
What's that guy's name? What was his name? That was just up there?
6ix9ine.
6ix9ine. Who? I can't believe that you can actually sit in your living room, in your bedroom, actually, with the $1 million friggin' necklace on your neck, a $500,000 watch, and this whatever, and sit there and make $200,000-$300,000 in that evening just by sitting there and rapping a song. And
that nobody listens to.
Well, actually, they do listen to. That's how he's making all the money. Jesus. Unbelievable. But anyway, so, all right. So Nashville is trying to take down just about every independent artist. They don't want independent artists, especially like Ryan Upchurch. And now also, we'll get to the radio station here in a second. Remind me about the radio station, okay? In just a second. Listen to this.
every type of music genre that everyone listens to. With everybody being so more aware nowadays, it seems like they still find a way to get convinced into signing with some type of label. They must have something over their heads that convinces them to immediately sell their souls and lose all their rights to everything they own. Like Taylor Swift. Machine Records tried to sell all of her rights to her music. She threw a damn fit over the situation, but at the same time, it was her fault for not reading the rules of what's going to happen when you sign with someone.
Okay, now the reason why people, Dylan's sitting here saying, why do these people end up selling their souls and signing a record deal with these people anyway? Why do you think that is? Anybody?
Well, because they think that's what they need to do to make it in the industry.
Mm-hmm. What are you, Atlanta? Huh, Bookie D? Anything? Why do you think
Charleston.
they do? Charleston? I don't know. All the cities. What cities are we in now? I forgot to say something about that. All the dang cities that we're coming to live from. That's pretty cool. Let's see. So I'm probably going to forget anyway. Let me talk to you though real quick about this, folks. The reason why these guys end up signing record deals is because that is the actual dream. You, as a musician, an entertainer, performer, singer, you dream of getting the record deal one day. And then you realize that the record deal sucks. It's not there. A lot of people think that when you get a record deal, that you instantaneously make millions of dollars. Well, unless you have, and most guys that sign record deals don't have this, unless you have a really badass lawyer or somebody that's really talented and skilled in negotiations in a music contract like this, and if you don't have the money to hire a lawyer to do this, then of course you can't have a lawyer represent you, and you go in there and you sign a deal that just doesn't do you any good.
It's written completely for the record label.
Absolutely, it's written to make them money. It's not written to make the artist money, and a lot of people think that you go out there and make millions and millions of dollars. REO Speedwagon, the band the rock band REO Speedwagon. I'm not sure if I can't remember the exact number, but I'm going to try to remember because I know Kevin Cronin from REO Speedwagon, and he told me this. I do believe it was the 14th album where they finally started to make the money back from the other 13 that they had recorded and all of that stuff.
That's incredible. I mean, and is that because they hadn't really read through the fine print?
They did not have good representation when they signed the contracts, and when they didn't, it's really hard. I mean, the music business and television, TV, movie business, music business, and sports are the hardest careers to break into. But when you do it good, you do it right, well, you make a lot of darn money for sure. But 14 albums, my gosh,
Is it because everybody has to get paid?
Oh yeah. Oh, here's something that a lot of the people don't understand. Okay, we're going to sign you to a deal. Oh, cool, far out. We're going to give you an apartment. Oh, that's so far out and cool. We're even going to give you a Mercedes Benz. You're going to give it to me? Well, yeah. Here's the keys. Look, go drive. We're going to give you a recording studio. Now you're going to go in there and record in the studio, in this particular studio, and we're going to give you access to a tour bus. We're going to give you access to the lines. You don't have to wait in lines anymore in LA, and you can just walk right in front of everybody. We're going to give you this, give you this, give you that, give you this, and give you that. What they don't tell you, here's the sneaky part, little shysters, they own the bus that they say they're going to let you have to tour on.
So are you renting from them?
So you're basically... Here, we're going to give you $250,000. Okay, cool. There's $250,000. And there's your little apartment. There's your Mercedes Benz that you don't know is actually a leased Mercedes Benz under their name. And they give it to you so they can take it back from you whenever the hell they want to. The bus usually, which I didn't fall into. I rented buses only for a short time in my life. I ain't play with that crap. But the bus belongs to the record label, not the bus company, or they don't even know it. Really, the bus company belongs to the record label.
Right.
Like Taylor Swift and the whole, she owns her own everything.
Yeah,
right?
see? So, and then they charge you for the bus, they charge you for the driver, they charge you for the gas, they charge you for the repairs, they charge you for generator fees, and it all goes right back to them. Then they say, okay, now here, you've always wanted to record in a really big, beautiful recording studio, and here's your great chance to do that. And you walk into the studio, and then a couple months later, you find out that the studio is owned by the record label, and you are now paying for the record. You're paying for the studio too. Also, that's also part of the little scheme.
And ain't it like per hour in the studio that you end up paying back for?
Oh yeah, big bucks too.
Plus all the extra people involved in recording, all the different musicians and instruments and everything.
And then yeah. So then when you hire the other musicians, here's another thing. A lot of people think that when you get a record deal, your band that you've been playing with for the last 10 years gets to go into the studio and record with you.
No.
Not. Nope. Because your live band is not a recording band, and your live band is used to being out there and making everything look cool and everything and all that stuff. But you're, for an example, you wear a ring every day, right? And you can be on a live stage playing a ring with your ring on, your wedding ring or whatever, right? In the studio, when you go into the studio and you have a wedding ring on in the studio, guess what you hear? You hear the ring sliding up and down the frets of the guitar, all that stuff. You don't hear that stuff live. And live guys are not used to being in the studio and knowing all these little tricks and all this stuff that you have to do. So they don't want you to come in with your live players. You end up using studio musicians. Now, where do those studio musicians come from? Guess who they work for?
I bet they work for the record company.
Most of the time. A lot of people don't know in Nashville, Tennessee, that there are about, I think nowadays, there used to be like 48 or somewhere in that area, but now I think there's 60 guys, and this is no crap, that play on almost every single album, every single country music recording that you hear on the radio.
Now, do those guys get the recognition?
No.
See, I've never heard of them, so...
No, you won't. They get the money, though.
Okay, like the album for Guns N' Roses. Is that their live band, or is it whoever's in the studio?
Now, rock and roll's totally different. Rock and roll, they like to use the band members. But in country music, nope. They want the same thing. The good old boys that have been in this town for 20 years playing, awesome fiddle players that have played on everybody's stuff, The record label says, guess what we got? We got Alan Jackson's drummer for you. And you're like, hell yeah, that's kick butt. Okay, yeah. Well, he also played on that album and this album and that album and this album. Believe me, I know this is what they do.
That's crazy, and nobody knows.
Right. See, so when you sign a deal with the record label, this is all going on at the same time, right? And then they say, okay, now we're going to put you out on a tour. Cool. Wow, I always wanted to tour all over the country, all over the world. Yeah, you're going on tour. You get the bus, you get this, you get that. You're going to do radio spots, you're going to do radio promotions, all this crap. This is why
you're going to Mobile, Alabama.
Right. See, this is why Ryan's smart enough not to sign a record deal. He doesn't need to. No, just don't. He doesn't have to right now at all. He doesn't have to ever. Again, it's over.
And he can do what he wants to do when he wants to do it, and nobody can tell him, you have to be here at this time, and I'm taking your money.
Right. And they can't take his car away from him because it's his car.
His cars.
His cars, yeah. It's not like the pictures that he shot.
Right.
you know about that, right? He shot some pictures from some artists.
The big old lawsuit. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, right. I could have sworn those were his pictures. He bought them from an artist, and then this artist got all ticked off. There was something, I don't want to get into it really, but the
y'all look it up.
The artist got ticked off, and Ryan got ticked off. So Ryan took these two pictures out in his backyard, just blew the crap out of them. Actually, it wasn't. I can't go because it was an AR-15, not an assault rifle. Thank goodness. And the shotgun was not an assault rifle either. And then they put this out there. Oh yeah, he came out there with an assault rifle and da-da-da. And then this guy found no. See, when it comes down, you get a lawyer that knows the friggin' laws. This lawyer came up with this thing from I don't know, years and years ago, that you can't destroy another artist's paintings or
Their
work.
Original art.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and believe it or not, even though Ryan bought those pictures legally, technically, the guy that painted them still owned them. What the hell's up with that?
Wow, that's new to me. I didn't.
Everybody, watch out for your Van Goghs. Don't get them dirty.
Oh my gosh, unbelievable. Okay, let's go back here a little bit with Dylan real quick and see what he's going to finish off here with.
Just could realize that all of it is not what they think, they would be so much more better than how they are portrayed today. Like, it's so insane the role they play in the industry. They don't even want to talk about some of the things they're told to talk about in their music, and they postpone a lot of albums, sometimes for more than 2 to 3 years.
Oh, here's another thing, yeah. They postpone your albums. So you can go into a studio, your dreams come true, you're in there, you're recording, you did your thing, you recorded your album, and then they come up and they say, you know what, it's just not the right time right now. Wait, let's just wait a little while for the right time to release your album. So you just go do what you're going to go do and whatever, and we'll get back with you real soon and let you know when you need to go out on tour and blah, blah, blah. Time goes by. And you're sitting there going, what the hell? I got a record deal. I supposedly have all this money. It's a really cute Mercedes out there, and the girls like it. And this apartment's just awesome. I dig it. But what the hell's going on? It's called shelving you. It's called putting you on a shelf. For how long is all up to the record label. So they tell you to, just like this man just said here, they'll delay releasing the album for 2 to 3 years.
Well, now, what dictates? I mean, what kind of reasons would they shelve somebody? Is it?
Well, I'll tell you what dictates it. Some guy sitting behind a desk that's raking in millions and millions of dollars all the time, watching everybody work for him for free, basically. And then the reason why they say that this happens, the reason why behind it is because it's just not the right time for that sound right now. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to suggest that maybe is because there's another artist that's similar, and then they don't want to. They kind of want to.
That happens.
They don't want to stomp on their current artist that they're promoting.
That they got a couple of $1 million into.
So they want to get all the money that they can out of that one.
There was a guy. Yep, there was a guy that Jason Aldean came out at this particular time, and then there was another guy that signed to the same record label, Broken Bow Records. This guy was very talented, and he could have really done a lot, but they said, no, you look too much like Jason Aldean, and you wear the same color kind of cowboy hat. And there's only one Jason Aldean. So we're going to just, not going to put you out right now and see what happens. And then the next thing you know, in 2 to 3 years' time, everything changes. Time goes on and things change, and then all of a sudden, you're sitting there going, or somebody calls you and says, well, you know what, we've changed our mind, we're not going to be able to put your album out. Why not? Because the sound just doesn't fit today. Things have changed. And your sound that you recorded 2 years ago is not even hip anymore. It's not the thing anymore. So really sorry, but somebody will be by tomorrow to pick up that Mercedes. And tomorrow somebody will be by to inform you of your contract and how much you still owe us, buddy, for all of that. Here, I'll give you the opportunity to just give us the money back. What? You spent it? What'd you spend it on? Oh, partying and going out. That home. You bought a home with it. Oh, you're right. You went to the recording studio. Guess what? You owe us $250,000. What?
And that's how stars go bankrupt.
That's one of the tricks that they use. And a lot of these artists don't realize all of this crap that's going down. So the good thing is that I hope, and I'm sure Ryan Upchurch will, and we have to say Ryan Upchurch because of the radio stations. You're supposed to remind me of the radio station. Hold on 1 second, and then remind me of the radio station thing. He doesn't need to sign a deal. That's all there is to it. Do not sign a deal ever. He doesn't need to. We're going to listen just a little bit more to what Dylan has to say about the Nashville music industry. And here are all the reasons why Ryan Upchurch and nobody else really should even sign. Gee whiz, I hope the music world is not listening. I'm probably going to get shot tomorrow. Here we go.
Industry just does not want the country to be the South anymore. They want it to be LA. Even though Tennessee has been around for 100+ years, the people have always stayed the same. They're more aware of what's going on. They're not easy to manipulate.
That's because it's
man.
Music
Once
City.
You figure out what the industry is all about, you look at them so differently. It's all about agendas. It's all about their terms. But if you guys enjoyed this video, man, I hope you guys...
Yeah, see, it's about their agenda. The Music Row agenda. Okay, the radio stations.
Yes, tell us about the radio stations.
So I heard Ryan talking about the radio stations. Somebody, I guess, had been mentioning him or something like that, talking about him, and they called him Upchurch the Redneck. Well, Ryan hasn't gone as Upchurch the Redneck for like years.
Well, and that's a character that he developed. That's not
right.
him.
That's not his singing professional stage name, you know. That was a character on YouTube that he developed and just blew through the roof on, you know, with tons of viewers and what have you. He's funny as hell. And he's the first to say, "Look, I am redneck. I'm proud of it. That's not but my name is Ryan Upchurch." So he got on a video and he's telling all of everybody that's listening to him, go over to the radio station and go on their Facebook or whatever social media and pound just every comment. His name is Ryan Upchurch. Ryan Upchurch, not Upchurch the Redneck. That's fair. I mean, gee whiz. If you're going to say somebody's name, at least get it right. You know? Don't you think?
I agree.
You
Yes.
think so? Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay, and so we've got some more stuff coming up for you guys here real quick, but right now I'm going to just cool things out. Now, the chat line is open, folks. You can come on our live chat right now. Coming to you from Los Angeles, California.
Nashville, Tennessee.
Charleston, North Carolina.
Yes. And what now? Name all the cities. Can you name all of the cities that we are now coming to them live in? Where's
I
that
know
at?
I'm going to forget some, but there's Los Angeles, Nashville, Dallas, Charleston,
Pensacola, Jacksonville.
Panama City.
there was one more.
Panama City. Did we say that already?
Not yet, but yeah.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia. Right. Bubba D is our Atlanta, Georgia host. He's not with us tonight, but he's with us in spirit.
He's emotionally supporting us, guys.
Yeah. I hope he's listening to the show at least. All right, so the chat is open. You guys can come on chat if you'd like to. All we ask you to do is just be respectful.
No bad words.
No bad words. Be kind and courteous and what have you. And that's it, basically. So, the radio station, yes. Okay, now, back in Nashville. What's the weather there? What's the weather like there?
It's actually supposed to be a really nice weekend this weekend. Nice and sunny and warm. No rain.
Oh.
Finally.
Yeah. Where I'm at, it doesn't rain hardly ever at all. I do remember when you were saying that. Oh, don't worry, it never rains here. Let's do this project. And it was here's what it is. I got to tell you really fast because this was sucked really bad. You know what it's like to lose $32,000 in one day?
What's it like?
It sucks. So I hired Lynyrd Skynyrd to do a concert. because I promote concerts. I'm a promoter. And I booked Leonard Skinner to come out to do a show in California. And everybody said, well, what if it rains? I was like, are you kidding me?
In California?
In California?
Sunny California.
It doesn't rain. It hasn't rained in California for like 10 years, I said. It's not going to rain. You'll never believe.
Knock on wood.
Oh my God. The day, I'm not kidding you, the damn day. Well, the night before, the weather guy says, it's going to rain. And we're like, well, this guy's on drugs. Because it doesn't rain here, first of all, and you have the only job in the whole wide world that you can work at every day, get paid for, to have accurate, information, and you're full of crap. You don't know what you're talking about, and it never happens. I can't believe that these
100% incorrect.
These guys have these jobs. So he says, oh, yeah, it's going to rain, and everybody's like, Richard, what's going to happen? What are you going to do? And I said, I'm going to just do the show. What's the big deal? They're on their way. And so it rained. And Leonard Skinner showed up, and they sat on the bus, and they said, what do you want us to do? I said, I've already paid you, man. What do you mean? Matter of fact, I had to pay you $15,000 down, and then I had to have you, and then give you the other, amount due with all of the bus charges and all that crap on it, too. So you're going to play. That's all there is to it. I couldn't believe it. Leonard Skinner. I sat there with about, 25 people, all employees of the event, security, concessions. And we sat there, and I don't drink, but I can tell you what. You know what? I hit that keg that day. I sat there and drank myself silly till I was about to barf because I was so sick I couldn't believe it. But we had our own dang private concert with Leonard Skinner.
Did you do a keg stand? You can tell us.
No, I did a keg drop. That's for sure. So anyway, okay, so yeah, that's what it's like to lose that kind of money in one day. It really, really sucked. But I don't know how I got on the rain thing. But we
were talking about the weather.
The weather. Oh, the weather. Yes, that's right. And yeah, right. So anyway, it's probably not going to rain. Let me knock on some damn wood, but I don't have any wood here to knock on right now at this time. Okay, so now we were going to talk about a video that about something about the Ghost Ranch.
Well, I was just going through some of Ryan Upchurch's videos, and one of the videos that I like talks about how 2018 was a good year for him. He was making his dreams come true, and he bought this ranch. He had he had talked about from the time of being on his own, how he just wasn't happy moving from one place to another, just couldn't find a place that felt like home, and then he got this ranch. And he made a comment of that's going to be the place that he, stays. And I just loved seeing him happy and satisfied and accomplished, felt accomplished with himself. And
what's the history on that place? Do you know?
I don't really know the history.
It's haunted.
What?
There's rumors that it's haunted.
Uh-huh. But it was a big goal of his, I guess, to want to live in this place or buy this place.
Well, I mean, that house had been empty, from what he said, had been empty for a couple of years. It had actually appeared on his show, and then it was sat empty. And
did he say what show?
He did, and I can't remember the name of the show.
Either.
But he didn't even realize that it was, in the same county that he lived all his life, and he bought it up, and he's
the Ghost Ranch.
Really happy there.
Yeah, it's got some land, I guess.
He said like 150 acres.
It's a beautiful area of,
really pretty.
It's like about, I guess, about 20 minutes or 25 minutes away from downtown Nashville. But we've been out in that area a bunch of times, we're riding motorcycles and what have you and all that stuff. But, okay, and then what's this about it being haunted? Pookie?
Maybe that's why he calls it the Ghost Ranch.
Yeah.
No, there's spoofy videos. I don't know if they're real or if they're not. Maybe Ryan can answer and let us know. But he's got videos of like chairs moving by themselves and just
What?
spooky little things happening in the
Chairs
studio.
moving by themselves?
Yeah. There's actually videos he has posted that says, "Is my studio haunted?" And you see that just the chair starts spinning, and it's kind of crazy.
Oh, and that's not good. I'd be. Well, you know, in Tennessee and in the South, period, these are battle states, you know, battleground states. And there's markings and there's, you know, locations all over the Tennessee area. I mean, all of us,
All the
you know,
history,
have lived in
Battles
Tennessee. And, you know, even Pookie, you're from Tennessee. I know you're from Tennessee.
I am.
And you can be riding along all of a sudden and see this sign. 10,000 guys died right here. It's like, what?
The Battle of somebody's foothill.
The Battle of something hill, right, was right here. And for those of you that, you know, have never been in the Nashville area in Tennessee and all back in the South and stuff like that, there are really old cemeteries here.
Oh,
Or there.
like no name
Sorry,
on the stones
here.
anymore, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's been people that have bought homes, and it used to be a practice that you'd bury your family on your property.
And then you
over the
move and
years-
grandma's still there?
Yeah.
Pissed off?
Well, and then someone else buys.
Where are you going?
I know someone who.
Take me with you.
I know someone who bought a home, and they were digging to put a pool in, and they uncovered.
And they found a granny? Oh, no.
Uncovered some gravestones, and so they preserved it. And I think they contacted like the local society, historical
Time to move.
society, but they put a little fence around it. But yeah, they were really old grave markers from. I can't remember if it was even before the 1800s, but they'd been there for a long time. I don't know. It's kind of sad. It's kind of just to know that you've got somebody else's
We're moving,
family.
but Grandpa and Grandma and Great Grandpa Joe and
Our best dog in the world,
our best
Butler.
dog in the world. Everybody's staying right here, and then another family moves in and goes, "Who is this?"
Why is my kitchen
Did someone hear that noise?
Really? So maybe Ryan has a haunted.
grandma?
A haunting grandma, or maybe he has I don't know,
Somebody's dog butler.
Somebody's dog butler. I laughed my butt off when I heard him talk about the butthole donuts.
Oh my. I believe that is my favorite video
Oh,
so
my.
far. I've never laughed so hard.
Oh my gosh!
And Bubba D's looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm listening to it in headphones.
So why do you think, Pookie? Why do you think that where you're at right now, out in Atlanta, there's a lot of?
I'm in Charleston.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. Bubba D's in Atlanta. I can't get all these cities. I mean, and you know what? Really quick though, people are going to ask, well, how the heck can you be broadcasting from all of those cities? Because this is YouTube.
The power of the internet.
The power of the internet, the technology, and the fact that we could actually run. I could sit here and run 4 or 5 different YouTube channels at one time. Just because the thing is you're just signed in to a different channel running a live feed, and all of them are running them.
New pages, yeah.
You know what I mean? I know of a guy a long time ago that I met. He had a nice little sneaky little trick of getting hits on his website.
Shh, don't tell secrets.
Oh yeah, I have to tell this one. This is funny. This is good. I walked into his office. He had 5 laptop computers set up. He had the mouse programmed to go back and forth, over here, over there, over there. And I walked in and I said, are you ready to go? We were going to go for a motorcycle ride. And I said, well, it looks like you're working. He goes, no, I don't have to do anything. We can go. I said, well, you got all that stuff ready. He goes, oh yeah, watch. And I literally saw the mouse drag itself over here, go back over here.
Maybe he had somebody's grandma.
No, he didn't. He was smart. That was it. He programmed his computers, the mouse, to go back and forth and hit all day long.
That's sneaky cheating.
Oh, yeah, it worked. Built his website huge, really, really fast. And then, and he was doing the same thing with a YouTube channel too. Same thing with same thing on Facebook and all that stuff. So, it's pretty sneaky and pretty tricky, that's for sure. Okay, real quick, I'm going to tell you about something real fast. This is another reason why I think that people should listen to our show. It's pretty cool. Check it out. Hold on a second here. What is Redneck Nation? Well, Redneck Nation is a website that you can go to and you can purchase all kinds of stuff. You can buy Upchurch shirts, hoodies, hats. You can even buy Trump gear. You can buy stickers, flags, Confederate camo, Confederate shirts, camo shirts, Redneck Nation girls. Can you buy Redneck girls there too? Okay. Gee, you can buy just about anything here.
It looks like a mail order bride.
Sleeveless shirts, beard shorts, face masks, value packages, Upchurch. Let's see, rings, jewelry, tumblers, drinking wear, snuff buckles, wallets, belt buckles. I have no idea. Let's see, license plates, dog tags, rebel blankets and towels, all kinds of stuff. All you have to do is go to rednecknation.com and check that out. See, now why would anybody want to, somebody says, well, why are you continuously pushing the Upchurch stuff? I mean, come on, check it out right there. We're promoting his a website there where you can purchase all of this products and what have you. And I mean, there's lots of them and really cool stuff there too. Rednecknation.com, and tell them that you heard about it over here on our show. All right, so last night we got to listen to Ryan Upchurch answers fans' questions. Has anybody got a chance to listen to that at all whatsoever?
I've learned all kind of interesting things about Ryan.
Mm-hmm. And he has a documentary coming out in the next few months, I'm told. And so we are going to wait for that. That should be pretty interesting, what have you. Let's listen to a couple of the questions and what have you that he's talking about here. Hopefully there won't be too much cursing. We'll see here. Okay, here we go.
Dustin Dollin. I'm 29, and I will probably do that.
Wait, how old are you now, and how long you plan on doing YouTube and toasting the F out of people? Okay.
Well, after I'm dead. Oh, yes, I'll be back as a ghost, floating through the internet, fucking with people.
Oh, hi.
Yes. Very much so.
Okay, I put a Creek Squad banner on my Mustang. Do you approve? Yes.
Post Malone, Justin.
Who's a rap and country artist that you've always wanted to collaborate with? Post Malone. Let me turn this up a little bit so that you guys can also hear it. And
what's my favorite scent in the world? The blood of my enemies.
Okay, what was that one? What's your favorite? What was your favorite pastime or something like that? And he said roasting his enemies. Do you have any military friends or family?
Indeed, I do. My favorite tree species is
what's your favorite tree species? Mine's oak and willow. Random, but trees are cool. Marijuana tree.
That was his answer, yes.
Okay. Where's Liqueur Thinner Larry?
Probably somewhere in a dark corner eating fingernails or some shit. Cutest thing about Taylor? Everything. I mean, look at her. Pocket size, girl. Yeah, but you gotta bring all y'all's fans. I'll bring my whippoorwill.
Are you going to do a fan meet anytime soon?
Or whatever the fuck it's called. It's black and it has 3 different speeds and goes like this. It's a really good fan. Maybe like 11
How many more albums should we expect this year from Ryan Upchurch?
and a half. How much money do I spend at Sonic a month? I pay them in Indian money, okay? If I had a time machine, I would go back in time. Yeah. What about you?
So where do you think he comes up with all this material at on the spot?
He's a comedian.
Little wacky
I think
tobacco
he
helps a little bit too.
I don't know, yeah. That sticky stuff, what do they call it?
Wax or something like that.
No, never mind.
Okay.
I was talking about, his favorite tree.
Oh, his favorite tree. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Resin.
There you go.
It's called resin. Hey, man, I'm from California. I've smoked my fair share of that wacky tobacco in my life, and plus in California,
It's legal.
it's not only legal, you can get it on every street corner, like at a 7-Eleven. You just walk into these buildings here.
And buy cigarettes, basically.
And it's, oh, gosh. It's like a 7-Eleven loaded with 1,000 different types of marijuana and all kinds of different little succulent things and drinks and gummy bears and
And brownies
food
and coffee
and brownies
and
and
tea.
coffee. Oh, my gosh. Jeez.
Fuck the future. It's actually a really good question. It
Do
depends
you enjoy making rap songs more or country songs?
on the mood. I like being able to go back and forth from country to rap and then to rock because it keeps my brain fresh. I like revisit, keeps it even. My favorite book
Okay, the next question is his favorite book. I hope he doesn't say The Notebook.
is The Hatchet.
The Hatchet.
You ever read it?
No.
Fucking read it. Hell yeah. No news.
YouTube, don't listen to that. You're going to be touring in 2021. Let's listen to that.
Says show up.
Fucking asshole viruses.
Probably Batman because he's got the coolest garage.
Who is your favorite superhero?
The river.
What's the best thing about growing up in Ashland, Tennessee? And he says, the river.
Getting people to see your art.
What has been the best thing about being an artist?
A wide scale. And see the stuff that people say about it. There's more good than bad, so. And sometimes if you're a pothead like me, the bad is funny. Makes you giggle. It means I'm
Okay, what does my red ain't covered by dirt mean?
outspoken and opinionated. And I don't care what anyone else thinks about it. Because it's my brain, not yours. Yeah.
Do you have any Honda ATVs?
A TRX 450. But it's fucked up right now.
Okay, you're gonna read the next ones. Can you see it up there in Nashville yet? Can you?
Yes, but I don't know if I can keep up with his answers.
Okay,
I'll try.
All right, I know because there's a little bit of a lag here. Okay, and it's hard to run 3 different cities at one time with 3 different hosts and all this other stuff. Okay, do you have any Honda ATVs?
Did you hear that? The go. You have to really
How do you stay? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. How do you stay motivated?
separate what matters from what don't matter. Once you can do that all the way, it's pretty easy to stay motivated. Because most people get all bent out of shape because of the internet, and fuck that.
If I F a toaster in the bath, will I die?
Jeez, are you serious?
His answer's perfect.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see here. It's taking a second to buffer and let me catch up to it here. Okay, if I F a toaster in the bath, will I die? Oh boy. Okay, here we go. I'm afraid to hear the answer.
If it's plugged up, I don't think you have to fuck it. Because, water and electricity. Yeah, don't do that.
Why are you my favorite artist?
Okay. he's got the same look on his face that I had. It's like, what?
Wait.
What kind of question is it? Okay, let's see what he says.
Is this a trick question?
Nope.
Do you enjoy taking dabs?
What is a dab?
I think it's a drug.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't know. I'm too old for that crap. Let me see here.
I do not enjoy that. I tried that once or twice.
Once or twice.
It's pretty fucking scary. Well, at least it was for me. No, I don't do the dabs. No, sir.
What's your favorite go-to snack when high?
Roll-ups. Fruit roll-ups. I'm going to say
Fruit
short.
roll-ups.
Ford or Chevy?
Or Fevy. Both. Yes, I would.
Would you let your wife get a tattoo without you if you knew the artist?
Big girl now, fucking. I trust her. She don't let nobody hit on her. She'll be like, "The fuck, get away from me." She's an OG.
Do you have Pookie? Do you have questions in front of you or not? Do you?
A few.
Here, okay. Can you also ask a couple of these real fast? Okay, here we go. Let me see here. Okay, it's kind of hard running all three of these people, and here we go.
I love you. Because I was dropped on my.
Why the H are you so funny?
Fucking.
Child. A lot.
Booties or boobies?
Okay. All right. That's easy.
I think that it's not going to do anything to do that.
Both.
But, you go to the
Sleep
back
with both.
and
I can play.
You inspire me so much, and I love listening to your music, and your videos are hilarious. I don't think that's a
A
question.
little bit. I'm not good enough to like play on stage, but I also don't like playing guitar. It gets on my fucking nerves. Oh, me?
How old were you when you lost your virginity?
So this is what I'm talking about. You never know what the hell to expect here. So welcome to our show. And
I want to know what his answer is.
okay, here we go. Let me see here.
I haven't lost it yet. What are you talking about? Yeah, he's my homie.
Do you listen to Tom McDonald?
Corn biscuit. I like it.
What's next, sir?
Which do you prefer? The fan on or off when you sleep?
To 3. Boy, have you seen my legs? They're neon white, motherfucker.
Why do you call yourself the ghost?
Probably see, dude. Push up.
What's your favorite thing to ride? Dirt bikes, quads, Can-Am, or Sea-Doos? Here's another one. Where you been, son? Let's get into some. What is this? Look at the look. Sometimes he just doesn't know what to say. It's kind of like, oh, why would you even ask that question? Okay.
98 WSIX. How's it going? Okay, listen. If you're going to talk about me on the radio, can you please at least use the correct fucking name and Google it and, find out what I go by so people can look my music up instead of calling me Upchurch the Redneck, something I haven't gone by in like 5 fucking years.
Okay, he's pissed. So this is what I was talking about. The radio station was talking about him and didn't even say his name properly.
Well, yeah, that could be aggravating because he wants, people when they hear something, they immediately jump on to their phones to Google stuff or computers to Google stuff. And if you say the wrong name, they're going to see old stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And see, that could be very bad too. I mean, my name, I could be Poopy.
Poopy D?
See, it's all about pronunciation. I would be mad if I were him.
Yeah. Let's just get it clear. It's Pookie.
Pookie D, not Poopy.
Thank you. What am I saying? Nobody listens to the fucking radio anymore anyways. Start talking about? Or do you just fucking guess? I mean, are you that unaware of what's going on around Nashville being a Nashville radio station talking about someone who's from Nashville? Do y'all even fucking talk about what? Do y'all even know what?
Okay, let's see here. Here is Adam Calhoun talking here a little bit. Let's listen to this real quick.
I want to say this to these guys right here. Thank you, guys, for making me feel alive again for the first time in years. And I want to say to the people out there that watch us, you are...
Because that's how the radio people work. Sure, they might have said something about me, but they purposely used the wrong name. It ain't like they played one of my songs.
Purposely used the wrong name?
No.
That sucks.
So they didn't want them. They didn't want the audience to be able to find his new music.
I have no idea. These people
kind of like a controlling type of thing.
Yeah, I mean these
deception.
It's like there's an elephant in the room. Everybody knows the elephant is in the room, but the guy behind the curtain is going to say no. Don't look at it. It's not really there. It's your imagination.
Ignore the guy behind the curtain.
Oh my gosh. Ignore the guy that has millions of views. Millions of people have listened to his songs. Let's just ignore that guy.
No.
Oh, it's stuck here for a second.
They look worse as possible, so they'll use a name which doesn't bother me none, because I am a fucking redneck. I don't give a shit about that. But it's the radio people. It's the little mind game they're playing, but it really don't matter. Like, there's probably like 3 motherfuckers listening anyways. I can turn the radio on right now and it's gonna be like a Carl Black Chevrolet downtown Nashville. Like no one listens to the radio.
I invited my mom to listen to the show tonight.
Hi, Mom.
Hi,
Sorry
Mom.
for the language.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not like she didn't use it when I was a kid. You little mom! Just kidding.
Listens to the fucking YouTube and Spotify, bitches. It's a new game, so keep using the wrong name, you fucking sad, lonely...
Hey, you guys want...
Oh, boy. Now, oh, yeah. So he's going off on the radio stations, which he has every right to do, I think, too, because they're just dicking him around. And that's what sucks about, this is why we're pushing so hard and supporting Ryan Upchurch, because you just have to. Right here, he's asking, right here. Here, I'm going to rest my case after this, folks, of why do you promote Ryan Upchurch? Listen to what he just asks everybody to do.
Fun? You want to get on somebody's nerves? You see this name right here? Click on it. Let's go infest every single...
90... I wonder why he didn't say the name. I'm going to say it. 98 WSIX. Is that correct, I guess? I don't know.
That's what it looks like.
Don't know all the stations out there.
Fucking comment they have with just Upchurch. 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 Since they want to get my name wrong, you know what I'm saying? Just Upchurch. 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 1 million comments on every post. Just Upchurch, Upchurch, Upchurch. Fuck.
Upchurch.
Radio. Fuck you. There you go, radio station. Now your Instagram's popping. Now it's got a bunch of comments. Fucking. There you go. See, I can do the same thing with Instagram as y'all do with record labels. It's great.
See? You just don't need them nowadays. And the record labels are freaking out. They're crying. They're like little babies with their hands in their eyes. Oh my gosh, what are we gonna do?
We're not making money.
Who are we gonna sign? Nobody wants to sign with us now. They all want to be on YouTube.
They all want to be their own manager.
They all want to be in control of their careers. That's the whole thing. They don't want mainstream radio and the music industry running their careers, and the big deal is they take all the damn money. They got all the badass lawyers. I guess I can say badass if I want, since he's said
the F word
25 times already. My mom's going on. That's funny as hell, because he is funny as hell. And I wouldn't want to ever change a damn thing about him at all whatsoever. And the record labels, if he signed with a record label, they'd put so many restrictions on him.
He would have to walk around with a censor bar. He would have a censor bar like over his mouth at all times.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he'd have to have a built-in
Beep.
built-in mask that had a little beep there. That every time that he made the start sound, it would go beep beep. Would that work?
I don't think he'd
take it off.
Put that on me. I'm telling Mama.
Why?
Oh yeah. See, that's the other thing. He just said, "No, don't put it on me. I'll tell Mama." Okay, we got to go past this just a little bit here. Oh, here's him listening to the radio stations. This is what I was talking about a few minutes ago here too. Check it out.
Book an appointment online for either a one-on-one check.
The Big 98.
That's 90, 97.9, 98, whatever, the Big 98 country, number one for new country. Doesn't Ryan have a new country song that has reached the charts? And they're talking about right now, it says number one for new country. Well, why aren't we hearing Ryan's songs on the radio, or we not? Because I'm not in Nashville right now anyway. But I don't even listen. I don't even listen to the radio anymore. The only time people listen to the radio anymore is when?
in their car.
In their car, and now here in California, you might spend a lot of time in your car. But and listening, to the radio.
iTunes is my friend.
iTunes?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And what about you?
In the car, I listen to the radio. But when I have my phone around me, I listen to YouTube or
YouTube. Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah, it's a big thing to stream YouTube.
Yeah, isn't it? Doesn't that cost a lot more money? Doesn't the bandwidth run out and then they charge you extra for it? No, don't go into it. We don't want to talk about that. Okay, so anyway, let's see. 97.9, the Big 98, number one for new country. Where is Ryan Upchurch? Let's see if they're playing Ryan Upchurch.
Number one for fucking stupid ass commercials.
Okay. I guess they're not. But a lot of stupid ass commercials.
Apparently.
Let's see here. It's a good thing we don't have video right there, because we can't play that.
That's my yesterday hit me up and be like, "Hey man, what you did to that radio station was childish. Was it childish? Or was that just the name of the game?" Because I think it's just the name of the game, right? Yeah. Because if a radio station was going to sit there and, promote a wrong name and put people in the wrong direction for my music when they don't even play my music in the first place, if you ask me, I have every right to have people go to their page and say, "Hey, his name isn't Upchurch the Redneck. You're not going to find anything under Upchurch the Redneck. You have to type in Upchurch." Then I think that's perfectly fine because, like I said before, that's the name of the game. They don't want nobody to be recognized in their little area, so I make my fucking self recognized. And I fucking tell people the right name. Fuck it. Let's be fucking real for a minute. You see the goddamn plaques on the wall of my house? You see when we release a country album, it goes straight to the top, what name is on there? Do you think it's really that hard to figure out what the fuck the name is of the artist that you're talking about? It's not. They did that on purpose. That's how they are. They're conniving. And if you're one of the people that wants to, or that would lay down and be like, "Oh, well, they can just call me whatever they want." No, it doesn't work like that. That's not how I am. That's not how I'm going to do things.
So kind of poking at them for not playing the game.
What's that?
They're kind of poking at them for not playing the game.
Yeah, and they're trying to entice him into into the drama queen stuff to get involved in it, what have you.
You want us to say the right name, sign a contract.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm pretty sure that Ryan Upchurch will never sign a record deal with anybody. I wouldn't if I was him. Why?
He don't need them.
No, I don't think he does.
No, he doesn't. Now, some people are going to say, well, if you don't do this and if you don't do that, if you don't have this and you don't have that, it can put a damper on a lot of different things. But if you have a big enough following to help you nowadays, like you can make money off of YouTube, he can make money off of merchandise sales. He can make money off of touring, but like you see, nobody's touring right now. Matter of fact, people are selling their damn tour buses, turning in their tour buses, and terminating leases and all kinds of stuff because it's just not happening. But he doesn't need to sign a record deal. Actually, I'm afraid to even come back to Nashville, to be honest with you, because I might get shot. I'm sitting here telling everybody, screw Nashville, screw the Music Row. It's like a ghost town right now. I know somebody that spends a lot of time on Music Row. On a day he works there, he works on Music Row. It's a friggin' ghost town. It's dead. There's nothing going on, and it's not just because of the virus.
I have never seen it like that before. I've been there multiple times since everything's been closed. It's unreal.
It is. It's like a dang ghost town.
Is it really like the news says? Broadway is.
It's just
no
silent.
cars, no nothing.
Normally, when you walk down Broadway, there's people, there's cars. There's every place is playing, music and everything.
The live bands, none of
yeah.
that.
There are no
it's
bands.
just totally silent. No cars, a couple of people walking, jogging, but it's just
walking their dog.
It's just eerie. Yeah.
Do they have to walk their dogs 6 feet apart too, or is it just people?
Yeah, I don't know. There's still cops out that probably make sure everyone's social distancing.
Oh, mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a ghost town. It's scary.
Wow.
You know what I think somebody should do?
What?
I think somebody should just, I don't know. Should I say what I think somebody should do?
No, leave them guessing.
Really?
Yeah, don't give nobody such a good idea.
Oh, man.
Maybe Ryan should contact you for the idea.
Now, we've already discussed it. He's got some other things going on and what have you, and he has management that's running his career with him, and we wish them all the luck, of course, of whatever they're doing and what have you. But it'd be so easy right now for somebody to do what we know about, our team knows about, what have you, and but that's just we're just going to leave it at that. I think here let's finish this off real fast.
This is a different day and age. Plus, is it really that hard for a Nashville radio station in Nashville that's supposed to know about Nashville shit to give a Nashville-born artist the correct credit, the correct name? Like, this is why I do the things I do. I mean, if you don't want me to send everybody to your page to say, hey, his name's Upchurch, well, should have called me the right name, I guess. It's a fucking Google away. You see right over that hill? That's where y'all are all at. Right over this hill right here is Nashville, Tennessee. I live on this big hill right here. Right over this hill is Nashville. And if you're so fucking petty that you on purpose get my name wrong and try to do it out of spite, then fuck you anyways.
Oh, boy. Well, I wonder if Mom went to bed.
He was just a little upset.
Do you blame him, though?
No.
You would
not
think
at all.
him being local
Uh-huh.
in Nashville, they would want to represent our people.
Exactly.
Their people, the people that are right there with them.
Mm-hmm.
But no, they ain't making money off of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, it's pretty sad the way things are being ran, and that's just the way it is. And he is doing his very best to, work around it. It's really hard. It's very stressful, and he's living one of the most stressful dreams. He's trying to make all of these things come true, and what have you. And he's 29 years old. He's got a lot of time ahead of him to do all kinds of different stuff. And I'd like to see him do the stand-up comedy that we were talking about. That would be really funny. I think that he could actually do it.
Yeah, I think he could pull it off. He's
Now, he came in the comments the other day, right?
yes.
And what did he say about that?
That was a future goal. Comedy shows of some sort was a future goal of his.
He could do a 3-part. He could do some rap, some country, and then some comedian.
Some hard rock. He does
he does do rock.
music
That's right.
too, so... Anyway, again, we had a comment, and I want to make sure that everybody understands this. We're getting ready to sign out here. But somebody had asked me, do you guys work for Ryan Upchurch? No, we don't. Does Ryan Upchurch run that channel? No, he does not. Do you guys draw a check from Ryan Upchurch? No, we don't. Who are you people? We are just like you. We are supporters of Ryan Upchurch. We are happy to see him doing so well. We are doing our best to do our part in supporting,
We love him.
what he does.
We're fans.
And yes, and
Love
we're
seeing him do it on his own without having to play the game and pay the piper.
right. And so we're just pushing, doing our best to do what you guys do. So if you are a supporter of Ryan Upchurch, stand up and scream. All right, guys, Richard Danis coming to you from Los Angeles.
Jennifer Danis from Nashville, Tennessee.
Pookie D from Charleston, North Carolina.
All right, guys, thank you for joining us. We really appreciate Fuggins. Mom, did you know you're a Fuggin now?
Good night, Mom.
Good night, Mom. Take care, guys.
It was so backwood around here.
Please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell so you get all of the latest breaking news and updates on your favorite Kings of Country Rap. I'm Richard Danis. Thank you for joining us on Kings of Country Rap.